I've been asked to make some Gustav Becker disc pendulum regulator rods. I've already made this one, apart from putting the flat on either end. I've made half of this one. That's got the left hand thread. I've got to turn this down and do the right hand thread. I have marked it to where it needs to go. I thought I'd show you how I do it. I need to turn a bit down first to go in here to give it some support, otherwise it's not very stable, easily to bend. So to start off with, I'll turn this down to 2.5 mil. The thread is M2.5. So we'll turn this down to 2.5. I'm going a bit further than I need to because the tool holder, when I've got this in the support, is not wide enough to do the rest in one go. So if I do this for a fair length in down to 2.5 mil, then put it in the support, pull the stock out of the headstock a bit to do the rest, it makes my life a bit easier. This is EN1A mild steel, nice free turning steel. As you can see, it's coming off quite nicely. I do enjoy using a graver. Not very good for my hands because I've got gout in my hands, but I have to put up with it if I want to do a bit of graver work. I will suffer for it next day, but a little bit more. Doesn't have to be that fast, but what have I got it on? 700 RPM. So it's not super fast, but enough to bring it down to size quite comfortably. And a bit more. Once I'm getting close, then I'll give it a bit more speed because it gives it a nicer finish. See how we're doing? Just starting to go in. So we're getting there. Put the taper on it, ready for the threading. Still not quite. Get in there. A little bit more. Still not quite. Must be somewhere near now. Lovely. That's good. So then we'll check the rest of it. So we do it. Yeah, that's fine, 1.6. I can trim that down in a minute. So now that goes in there with a drop of oil for support. Tighten that up. Might come in a bit actually on that. I'd better come into there. Now just turn the rest of it down to that mark. I think that's right. We will just check that. Should be 40 mil. No, I'm on about 40 mil. 28 mil. 40 mil total, yeah, that's fine. 40 mil to the indent in the middle, which is where the locking screw goes. A little bit more speed. Not too fussy with turning the worst of it off. Just want to get it down to size. When you're using the graver, always rest a finger on there as well as on the graver itself, because it makes it smoother and it gives you a lot more support. It doesn't take long to bring it down. A little bit more and then we'll have a measure. Get rid of that high bit there. Have a measure. Yeah, still 3 mil, so we've got a little bit to come off. Have another measure. It's not super critical, this. 2.69, 2.68, 2.7. So it's not super critical because there's no stress on it really, but I do like to get it as nice as possible. Just a little bit to come off. Measure. Still a fraction more to come off. Another measure. Two six. 265, 260. Just we'll have a clean up now and then that'll do. Now do the taper. Just so it looks right. And that's it, we're ready to thread. I've made this. It goes in the tailstock like so. 5mm. I don't tighten the collar up so it'll slide, but I put these knurls in it, not knurls, indents I suppose you call them, in there so I can grip it a bit easier. But these being very small, I had to make a sleeve to fit these. So that goes in there. Got to make sure there's no swarf in there, otherwise that will cause a problem. Not give you a very straight thread. So then that goes in there and tightens up. And then that goes in there, like so. Nothing in the way, but I don't see the one sitting there very well. It's in there now, so we just tighten those up. That way I can use all the different sizes. But I also have this one as well for the very small ones. So that goes in there. It's just very slightly pinched up, so it will turn. A bit of cutting off. It's just a matter of cutting the thread. I won't show you cutting all the thread because it's a bit boring cutting all that length of thread. I'll bring you back when it's done and then we'll have a look at putting the squares on either end. Okay, we're ready now to put the square on the regulator rods. I made this some time ago. I was originally going to make a square one, but then I thought if I make a hexagon one I can use it for square as well. It takes a normal 10mm collet. It's got a pin in there, although you probably can't see it, the groove goes into. This has to go in from the back because obviously it won't go through from the front because it's a different size, and then this goes on and just tightens everything up. Don't have to pinch it up really tight, but I have to take overall 0.6 off, so I'm going to take 0.3 off a side. I have got the stop set up because I've already done the first one, so I've got a stop set up. And just lock it all together. It's not super critical. I put this on there, little jack on there just to support it, but it's not going to go. I'm not going to go heavy on it, so it'll it shouldn't bend, but it's just a belt and braces job really. Set the DRO. So I'll just touch off and then we'll move in a little bit. They're in the middle. I want to be right on the edge of that because on the original it's 4mm. Got a 4mm ML in there. Just touch off, 0. Not going to do any movement apart from bringing the quill down very gently till I get the points free. 2.5, 2.8. There we are, 0.3. That's it, that's all I'm doing. And then take it out. And do the other side. Clean off with a brush, get rid of the swarf. No, you can see that, but so then that needs to go underneath. Put my stop back, tighten up, put that back underneath and do the same again. It's just a rinse and repeat they call it, I think, don't they? Now just touching off. And come down to 0.3, 0.2. 3. Set everything up again. It's a bit different now because it's clamping on the sides instead of clamping on the point. We have to move everything very slightly, not a lot, but, and adjust this as well because it's higher up. Again, just the same thing. Still wants a little bit more movement there. That's off. 0. 0.1. 0.2. 0.3. I could do it with a file, but it's at least doing it this way, you know they're exactly square to each other. There's nothing worse than doing it and find out you've got it not square. Last one. Stop. 0. 0.3. Yeah, the key fits nicely. I've just got the other end to do. I'm not going to show you that. I've already done one. Got that one finished. I'm not going to show you doing the other ones.